Hello, this is Sylvana Candela, licensed acupuncturist, author, and publisher. And my message on my YouTube channel is healing yourself to heal the world. And today we're going to talk about different higher frequency vibration meditations that you can do that will bring you to a state of bliss, self-awareness, relaxation, and the ability to get in touch with your core self and to heal things that need healing, possibly on the physical as well as the emotional level. So this is not an easy thing to do, as I've been saying in my past videos, because it's difficult. It's hard to get in touch with our higher self and to it's hard in the sense that it's scary. It's not difficult, but it's scary. And because we're facing basically the demons in our closet, and that's not an easy thing to do. Why is it worth it? Because it is worth it, but why? Why do we want to do this? Because when we get in touch with our dark side, when we understand, make friends with, come to terms with, and eventually release our dark side, we are able to manifest anything that we've ever felt we wanted, could do, are capable of doing, raising our potential of what we can do, and all those broken dreams and things that we never thought could happen, we can do. And that's the benefit, basically, of removing all the blockages and all the baggage. And that's what I've been talking about with you from in each video. It's how to do that. And this is yet another tool for your toolbox. And it's not just any meditation, okay? And I'm not going to run you through the meditation. I'm going to describe it to you very simply. It is in my book, Gently Heal Thyself. But I'm giving you all those things that are in my book on each of these videos so that you can experience them just from watching my YouTube channel. And one thing, I'd like to start with a story about Mother Teresa, or Saint Teresa of Avila, and what she experienced with this kind of meditation, because she used to do this all the time. Didn't call it what we call it today, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. But what she would do is she would go into this very higher state of consciousness meditation, meditating on Jesus, and she would achieve a state of ecstasy and bliss, and to a point where she would start, so the story goes, she would start to elevate off the bed. And it scared the living daylights out of the other nuns, as the story goes. So I'm not saying you're necessarily going to levitate. If you do, let me hear about it, please. I haven't done that. I don't know anyone who's done that, but I'm sure, there are people who do that. Must be, Mother Teresa wasn't the only one. So anyway, and she was reportedly in a state of bliss doing this. So yes, it is very, very, very much worth doing that. And then, of course, not just for yourself, but when you're in that kind of state, you radiate love, you radiate healing, you radiate peace and forgiveness and kindness and compassion, so that anybody who comes in contact with you, you are giving to them. And all ways that we can give to people, great and small, are a blessing. All ways in which we can give and share ourselves with others in a positive way affects others exponentially. And that's how we heal ourselves to heal the world. Because as we share an act of kindness with somebody, we are affecting that person's mental and emotional health, and possibly even their physical well-being as well, their physical health. So we are becoming healers to others and to the whole world in a ripple effect, in a butterfly effect is what it is. So I'd like to, first I'd like to describe to you exactly what the brain waves are, and I'm going to give it just a very brief description. You can look these up online. They are in more detail in my book as well. But basically, they are, okay, and these are the ones that we know of. All right. There's the beta brainwave, which is 13 to 32 hertz. And when you're vibrate, your frequency, your brain waves are tuned to 13 to 32 hertz. And that is when you are fully awake, when you're conscious, when you're focusing like I'm doing now. I'm seriously beta right now because I'm very focused, even hyper focused, you know, concentrating. If you're doing a puzzle or that sort of thing, jigsaw puzzle, you're in beta. You're doing that in beta. You're using all this mental facilities very fully awake. Next would be alpha, and that is from 8 to 13 hertz. You are fully awake in alpha too, but you're calm. So you could be watching TV or, like we say, going into the zone. For me, that's crocheting. I definitely go into alpha when I'm crocheting or when I'm listening to nice music. It could be something like that. Next would be theta, which is 4 to 8 hertz. And theta is a state of deep meditation. Now, there are some who will say that when we do these meditative things here, that we're talking about, the healing meditations and so on, we go basically into theta. That's the common form of meditation that when you hear about, meditators, that's generally what they're doing. Is they're not, they're going into a state, not so much bliss, but it could be other focused kinds of meditations. And either that is a guided meditation, or one where you are focusing on a specific issue and you're going deep within and you're communicating with your higher self. And and that's another thing I should say, that from this point onwards, it's your inner self that's getting in touch with your higher self or your higher consciousness, or your God self. You can look at it this way: it's your God self within, getting in touch with the God without, the greater spirit, the creator, out there. So it's that connection that you have, that link. And that's what theta does, and the other ones that we're going to get into. Um, Before I get into those, one more state is when you're asleep, and that's delta. That's a non-dream, just total zonked out deep sleep. And that's zero point 0.5 to 4 hertz, basically, of the brain waves. So those are the usual, you know, um, different kinds of brain waves that people are familiar with and talk about. And then there's another one, and I believe this is where Saint Teresa, was involved. That's the gamma stage. The gamma state is, well, there's what I look at as two of them. The first one would be 32 to 100 hertz. Now, what that is you're already in theta, you're in a deep state of meditation, but you start to raise that frequency. And how do you do that? Well, by just calming, relax, calm, calm. Think of things that calm you. There are many good guided meditations for relaxation and calming, or just think about it. And here's the secret to that too. What I do is I say in my head the number. I will say in a calm state, gamma, 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 100 hertz, 100 hertz, 100 hertz. And I feel it as I'm saying it. And what am I feeling? Ooh. It's bringing a state of bliss to me just by saying it, because the spoken word, is very powerful. If you've ever worked with positive affirmations, you'll understand that. That's what this is. It's affirming to your own brain that you are in a higher state. And when you're relaxed, your brain can hear that. Gamma, gamma, gamma. 100 hertz, 100 hertz, 100 hertz. Ooh, yes, a little bit of a rush there. Now, the next one, and the last one I'm going to share with you, is what I refer to, and others, some people do, as super gamma. And that's when you go beyond that. And I have gone to 200 hertz and 300 hertz. So you're just doing the same thing, only, and I will bring it up incrementally. So I don't just suddenly lay there and go, gamma 200, gamma 300. Yeah, no, 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 it's not like that. You're going to lay there, this takes a few minutes. And as you go from 100, 100, you're doing that, you're feeling yourself elevating. Then all of a sudden you can do gamma, 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 200 hertz, 200 hertz, slowly, not like I just rushed, but 200 hertz. And then you can feel that charge, feel that bliss, that elation, that lifting, that rising of your chi, your energy level. Okay, begin to rise, coming up to your head. And I think that's what Mother Teresa of Avila was, Avila rather, I can never remember that, of Avila was doing when she was raising herself. Who knows, she may have gone up to 1,000 to get herself cranked up off the bed. But wouldn't that be fun to ask her? I'd love to ask her that if she was here in front of me. How'd you do that? And I'll bet that's how she did it. That, and thinking of Jesus, of course, focusing on him and raising herself to that level. Because actually, according to Dr. David Hawkins, who also talks a lot about all of this stuff, the higher frequency that you vibrate on is your level of consciousness, that you are in touch with the God self and the higher self. And he says that Jesus is the level of 1,000 hertz. So maybe that's how you get there, by concentrating and connecting your Holy Spirit within, by just going up the ladder of those hertz in meditation, and focusing on him. So when you're in that state of anything of 100 to 300 hertz and up, you are definitely in a state of bliss, and it feels great. And then you ask for what you want, but you see it as already done. You're not asking in the sense of you don't have it, therefore it's a lack, therefore you want it. No, it's already done, already done, already done. I am feeling confident in myself today, in my abilities to love others and to be loving to all I see today, all that I see. 300 hertz, 300 hertz, 300 hertz. It is done, it is done, it is done. And when I wake up and I do that in the morning, I can go out and have a great day. And I know that I'm spreading love and healing to others. There are other ways of getting there that can help, that enhance it too, that are all part of the toolbox, which I share and which I talk about. And the one I'm going to go into next time are the tinctures. You can get these flower essences, various other things. I'm going to go into flower essences first. And if you want to do a little preview on that and do some research on your own, look up flower essences online. You can go to the Flower Essence Society. You can go to Bach Flower Remedies. You can go to everybody and anybody who makes their own, including me. I make my own. But I would suggest going to the Flower Essence Society or Bach Flowers, because the Flower Essence Society is an international organization, and they are there to help you, to answer questions and just to share knowledge. And the Bach flowers are probably the worldwide recognized brand name. If you're familiar with Rescue Remedy, that's a Bach flower remedy. So the flower remedies do everything. they're tinctures basically. They're considered, well, yes, tinctures technically are elixirs that are made with alcohol, but they don't have to be. It's kind of used generically, the word tincture these days. So that's what we're going to be talking about next time. And you can do that little, like I said, little research on your own. And when you do that, and this is what I do my daily flowers. And you don't even have to take them as a tincture, and I will share that with you as well. How you can just have flowers in your home, and like when we have, let's say, roses. Rose is a loving energy, and when you have red roses in front of you, you are being enhanced by that energy of love. So the tinctures are only part of it. It's a way of ingesting that energy. But you can definitely do it, or by having pictures. I've got great pictures. If you saw my 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 video where I gave you a tour, my art journaling video, where I gave you a tour of my prayer room, you could see I had some pictures of flowers, including red roses, over my altar. So you can get energy from them that way as well. My book, Gently Heal Thyself, is available on Amazon, and you can also check out my videos. Okay, I'm all right. My websites, sylvanacandela.com and peacefulworldpublishing.com, and all of my contact information is there. And I love to hear comments from anybody and everybody. And if you like what you see and hear, please like and subscribe. Until I see you again, thank you so much for joining me today. Love, peace, and blessings to you all, especially much, much love. Take care.